and we're gonna let it burn, burn, burn.
Hello, this is Bad Marley. I would like to just give everybody a little synopsis on Operation D-Day, which is happening today at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. That would be 10:59 Central Time, 9:59 Mountain Time. If you happen to be in California, it would be 8:59. If you're in Germany or China, you got to figure it out yourself because I'm not that strong at math. The purpose of Operation D-Day, it has been in the works for many months. It's twofold. First, we are introducing the Trinity, 3-in-1, which is Tao, led by the amazingly persuasive Wolf, who has about 50 alliances of his own. Also, Molan Lab, I think that's how you say it. Let's just say ML, who is led by Senior Chief, who is obviously a very strong leader and partner and has been our ally since the beginning. So we're very excited about the launch of the Trinity. The second purpose behind Operation D-Day is to revenge the horrible attacks on Trigger, which zeroed not one, but 2 of his accounts. So we were going to attack immediately afterwards to retaliate, but the majority preferred that we take some time to build up. So tonight's the night where we revenge the zeroing of Trigger. As we near the coordinated attacks tonight on A40, very fitting that they have a 0 in their name because that's what's going to happen on D-Day. They're getting zeroed. It's very important that everybody prep accordingly. Good ways to prep would be looking through your leaders and deciding what you're going to use. Another good way to prep is making sure you remember to use all your boosts, your March size boost, your 15% attack boost, any boost you can use. Obviously, make sure you check with your leader and you know the chords of where you're headed. The other very important thing to prepare is make sure you set your hero points on the wall, not this wall, but the wall in the chat room. There is some great advice from Dexter/Vicidius, who is a general in R9. Please check those out. Now, wave 1 of the attack.
Sorry.
The plan for this evening. We will be starting at the designated time with wave 1. Wave 1 will entail all hands on deck attacking. This is ground 0, people. 0 again, ground 0, because the goal is to 0 bird. Very important things. When we attack bird, it has to be everybody all at once. I recommend sending a march and speeding it up and then porting in. I know we want to save power, but the best thing will be if we send all 4 marches or even use a leader that has extra marches and get as many marches on bird as possible in the shortest amount of time. That way, if she bubbles, hopefully we've done some damage. We did the math and it looks like to 0 her, it would take about 300 marches. So with the amount of people we have, if we all send 4 to 8 marches immediately, we have a better chance of getting her hospitals full, and then her soldiers will start dying, which is the goal. We want her soldiers dead. One way to get your marches back quickly is, let's say this right here is BBD, and he sent out 4 marches, and once they hit, they're coming back, he can port to another spot and get his marches back immediately, and send them right back out to get her. So it will be, we've all been preparing, we'll take a hit, but that's the goal, to 0 bird. If she bubbles, or anyone that we're hitting bubbles, you know from your leader what your next target will be, and you immediately go to that target and hit that one. I would prefer if within the teams, everybody focus on one target at a time. You're going to get tempted. You'll be in a hive and you'll want to scout and see who has the most resources. And I would say after we achieve the goal, then we can go after the resources. But the first plan of action is to 0 as many of the players as possible. Otherwise, we just fill their hospitals and they build back up quickly and they're pissed off. So let's make sure that when we are fixed on a target, that's what everybody's focused on. Obviously, there's a lot of great leaders to choose from when you are fighting. Death Bear is a good one. But also, once the person that you're hitting, once their hospitals are full, you can use the conversion leader, and that will help the amount of power you're losing, especially once their wall's taken down. You don't need quite as much force, so that's a good time to use the conversion leader. Another thing is, once this battle's done, and there will be no limitations, there are no size restrictions, no minimums. Once we achieve Operation 0, you're free to hit any farm, any player in A40. Once you are finished, set for defense, because they're definitely going to be coming back, I highly recommend encouraging everyone to move to New York or the forest. I know it's a pain because it's slower, but the fact is they can't 0 you there. What they've been doing is traveling around in packs looking for a big target that's out in the forest, or the map, the grid, and then they all gangbang it and 0 it. If you're in New York or the forest, you're going to get hit out before you get 0'd. The marches move more slowly, so it's much harder for them to actually do much damage. So please encourage everyone to move there, because we are going to take a power loss. We don't want a greater power loss. In conclusion, I would just like to say that it has been an honor to serve with you, ladies and gentlemen. I am so thankful for our team. It has been fun. So let's go OG, as Trigger would say. And let's do this!
And we're gonna let it burn, 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 burn. We're gonna